Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on relationship frequencies, we're going to look at your relationship with your neighbor. So whether you're having issues with them or you get along great or whatever, we will be looking at it today. And I know people generally have more than one neighbor. So if when I said we're going to be looking at your relationship with your neighbor, if you immediately were like that neighbor, then that's what this reading's about. So I do set the intention that these readings, I got a card there, that these readings find those who need them when they need them. So if this reading did find you today, it is meant for you. It does not mean that the whole thing's meant for you. It may just be that parts are meant for you, okay? So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If the whole thing applies for you, that's awesome. If only parts of it apply to you, that's awesome too. So let's look at the energy first between you and your neighbor. Energy, please, between us and our neighbor. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to drop cards. Ooh, oh, look at that. Maybe that's what was supposed to happen, eh? Or we will say it was supposed to happen. And what do we got? Ooh, the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man is like looking at things from a different perspective. So just surrendering to what is, taking a pause, right? Like I'm going to slow down. I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to look at things from a different perspective. I'm going to, understand that this is what it is, and try and maybe take it in better, right? I hope that makes sense. So it's like I'm pausing, I'm reflecting, I'm gaining perspective on why this is the way it is, and I'm just surrendering to the fact that it is that way. And so that's what the energy is between the two of you. And on here too, you can see sacrifice and waiting. So it can be, someone's sacrificing in this relationship or waiting for something different to happen. There can be a lack of direction too. But what I would say is that it's kind of whatever's going on between you and your neighbor, it is about just sort of taking this time to stop, think about it, and gain a different perspective. Kind of sounds like maybe it might be a little bit negative, but this is not a negative card, right? It can be that, it drives you insane that your neighbor has to have the grass just so, and that he's always on you about, get your weeds out or whatever. And it's like starting to look at it from a different perspective, right? That, oh, maybe I should get my weeds out because he spends so much time on his yard and they're affecting his yard, and now he has to spend more time on his yard, right? But it's about just trying to gain an understanding and see things from a different point of view. So let's see how you feel about them, although I'm sure you're well aware. But let's see. Oh, we got a lot coming out. So we will put them back because there's so many there. But we did get Judgment. Do you feel judged by them? There we go. Ooh, King of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe you do feel judged by them. So the King of Pentacles is about security and leadership, success, abundance. This is your finances. This is that sort of security. So I would say the way you sort of look at your neighbor is that they have an abundance, right? They have been successful. They are stable. They also can be protective, a reliable person. So it's really a good card. This is the very last card of the tarot. So it's really sort of, you've come through it all, and you now are sort of sitting in your abundance and sitting in your success, and you have this security around you about having everything you need, having enough, and also there's this feeling of, being a protector and being able to provide and support and being reliable and caring for. And so that's how you see them, which is definitely interesting, since it's also like the energy between you is getting a new perspective between you. But let's see how they feel about you. So how do they see you? So that's them. That's you feeling that they are abundant and that they are stable and that they are protective. Maybe there's somebody who tries to, that's too many cards here, that tries to, protect the neighborhood, or maybe they're going around mowing everybody's lawn, kind of taking care of things. That's fatherly figure. I'm not sure. So let's see how they feel about you. Ooh, Death. So death obviously is not death. It's about like transformation, absolute endings. I always say absolute endings, right? Divorce is a death moment. Losing your job, changing jobs, finishing school. It's when it's like one chapter ending, a new chapter beginning, right? This cycle is ending. This new cycle is starting it's starting to start, right? We're ending off this so that a new one can start. And so they see you as someone who is transforming, someone who is making has had these, sort of endings in their life, and they're starting to make these changes, and that you're in a transition. And so I don't know why you'd be asking about your relationship with your neighbor, but maybe this just happened to find you. But it's not a bad thing at all. They just see you as someone who's been changing and transforming. And it could be that you yourself have gone through a divorce. Right now, your spouse has left the home. And so you're worried about, how others are perceiving it, but they're just perceiving it as you going through these transformations and these changes. So let's get some advice on moving forward. Not that you have to try and move forward in terms of trying to make things better, but just what's the advice on how, it's already saying to, get a new perspective on things, to pause, surrender. Oh, there we go. Oh, is that too many? Let's see. Nope, it's only 2. Okay. Ooh. Oh, judgment. Interesting. So the judgment, card is all about, having this awakening, redeeming yourself, reflecting on things. It's like, like having an awakening. So it's sort of, how can I say it? Like, so let's say you've kind of been living one way, right? Like you've been living this way. Maybe you've been chasing money all the time. That's all you've been focused on. And now all of a sudden you are realizing that that's not satisfactory. It's all about, relationships and, having good times with people and that sociability. And so you're having this, judgment type moment where you're reflecting on things and you're having this awakening of, oh, I shouldn't be focused on money. I should actually, start trying to build relationships and things like that, which goes right along with the death card, right? And having a transformation. And so really your next step is to just continue, right, in this transformation that you're in. Continue reflecting on how things were, reflecting on how you want things to be, and awakening to the possibility, awakening to your spiritual connection, awakening to this relationship connection. And then look, the 6 of Cups, that's all about like the past, people from your past coming back into your life, having reunions, having that innocence, that nostalgia. You think back on your childhood and it's like, oh, these good memories of like when I was a kid and I was innocent and I just ran around having fun and I didn't have to worry about bills and, what a time. And so it's really just to sort of get into, that feeling of childhood and being carefree. And so it's saying to you, like, to have this sort of awakening where you are not so adult-like, let's call it, right? So you're having this awakening where you're not so concerned about, oh, this responsibility and do this and the weight of this on my shoulders and this. You're starting to live in this carefree moment. And so I don't know what's been going on with you and your neighbor there, but it's telling you to also get a new perspective, right? Like the energy is getting a new perspective on each other, surrendering to what is, and then you're going through this major transformation. You see them as someone who's very stable. So you're seeing them as someone who is very stable and secure, and yet it feels like you are going through some changes right now. You're having an awakening. You're realizing what you need to cut out of your life, what you want more of. And so they're saying, yes, continue with this awakening and start bringing some of that childhood fun back, that childhood innocence, that childhood, like we're just going to run around and have fun. We're just going to, enjoy things. So just start stepping forward in the, I'm just going to start enjoying life. I'm going to get a new perspective that it's not all about, trying to get to the 10 of Pentacles. So maybe you see your neighbors, oh wow, they're so successful, they're so successful in their career, their house is paid off, they've got this nice car on their driveway, they've got this nice boat, they've got whatever. And so you see them as a stable person, but it's like getting a new perspective that, yeah, they are maybe stable financially, but that's not what everything is about, right? And they see you as someone who's transforming. So there's something definitely with the death. It's definitely something that has completely flipped or completely changed within your life, or at least from their perspective, it's completely flipped, completely changed. And your advice is continue with these changes, this awakening, this, reflecting on how things were and how you want them to be, and start enjoying in that childhood innocence and just having that childhood fun and just having those moments of, I'm not worrying about this, and this I have to do. I'm just going to stay in the moment and I'm just going to enjoy this moment. So there's nothing bad here. I mean, and maybe it's about, really just enjoying the moments with your neighbors, right? Like if they're outside on their balcony having a beer and, they've invited you over for, and you're just like, no, I got all this work to do. I got to do this. And then maybe this is about, no, you go say, hey, yeah, I'll come sit down. I'll just enjoy this moment. I'll just be present in this moment, enjoying it. And just having that, childlike fun where it's just like, I'm not worried about what's happening next. I'm just going to sit here, enjoy this moment, enjoy this company, enjoy these people that I'm around, and live life that way. And it's interesting because we've got 3 major arcanas. Like this is a thing. Like even though this relationship I don't think is bad at all. I don't think there's any issues. I think we're just neighbors. There's definitely major things happening, probably within your life, maybe even a little bit within their life, but you see them as a stabilizing force. So my guess is there's a lot going on in your life and you sort of see them there as this pillar of strength, right? Maybe they've been helping you out. Maybe they've been, helping you with childcare. Maybe they've been helping, fix things up around your house or maybe whatever. But I think we just roll with it and we just start enjoying things more. Start enjoying things more and start reflecting on where you want to go and like your past and what you don't want to bring from your past forward and what new things you want to bring into your future. And today I think we're going to get a, oh, not those cards. We're going to get an angel card for you. Angel number. Let's see what angel number wants to come out in relation to this relationship. So let's see, what angel number do you want? Or what angel number is most appropriate, please, for this reading? What message would you like to send from this deck, please? What message would you like us to have from this deck, please? Oh, I think that's, oh no, we've got cards all over the place. Okay. Here, I've got cards flipping out all over the place, so we're going to start again, and we're going to go slower this time, please. Only 1 or 2 messages, please. Thank you. I hope the cards flipping isn't too annoying. Let's see how we go. Maybe Spirit doesn't want you to have an angel number today. Maybe this is not the deck I'm supposed to be using. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. If nothing comes out, I'm actually going to try a different deck. Let's see. Please, angel number for this reading. And nothing came out. Interesting. Okay, we're going to put that aside and we're going to get to a Moonology card. So I'm not sure why we weren't getting anything out of that deck, but I mean, maybe there's no message in that deck that so much applies to this situation. So we'll see in the Moonology deck. I did right after, funny enough, pick up those angel cards, and then I was like, oh, the Moon deck. I should have grabbed that one. So, see? Spirit knows. Spirit knows. Okay. Oh, there we go. See? First round. This is the one we're supposed to have. Okay, it says, oh, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Interesting. I was not looking at this as being any kind of romantic. And of course, this card may not apply to your particular situation, but definitely, yeah, it's so you see them as some kind of stability, protective, fatherly person, and they're seeing you in this transformation, and this might just start a new cycle for whatever reason, whether they saw, your partner leave your home and you went through this transformation and so now they're interested, or whether you guys are just seeing each other from a different perspective. Oh my gosh, that just came to me. So, you were never interested in this person before, you looked at them as like a fatherly person, and now all of a sudden, you're getting this new perspective. You've been going through these transformations, and now you're having this awakening of, no, this can be a like good sort of childlike relationship. And I don't mean childlike as in, childish. I mean childlike in playful, right? Playful, loving, not worrying about, the day-to-day little things that we got to do and the stresses and all that, but just enjoying each other's company, playing with each other in terms of, like just joking around, having a happy relationship. So if you think of like, in childhood, when you just go to the park and you're playing with your friends and you're running around, and it's sort of that enjoying those little moments. And so that's sort of your advice with this relationship. And then if this is a new romantic cycle beginning, then it's like, yeah, just sit back and enjoy those little moments. Stay in this moment. Don't worry about what's going to happen next. Don't worry about, oh my gosh, is this going to lead to marriage? Oh my gosh, how, our families wouldn't approve of each other, whatever it is, right? We're not worried about all this outside clutter. We're just going to enjoy where we are right now in this relationship. We're going to enjoy this moment in this relationship, and wherever it heads, it heads. It doesn't matter at this point because you can't predict the future, right? Like you may be like, oh, this relationship's going to head to marriage and it's going to be so great. Well, maybe not. But if you're enjoying this moment now, you're going to have all these joyful, wonderful moments and experiences, irregardless of where the relationship ends up, where the outcome is, right? So I hope this message helped you today, and I hope it helped you gain clarity. I don't know if sometimes I ramble. I'm not sure if we're getting the clarity we need, but you understand your situation and you understand how this applies. So hopefully you understand, and I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness as always. Bye for now.